Friends, yesterday I received a wonderful question from a gentleman. Not in Facebook, not in YouTube, not in my email, but in LinkedIn. I found it so exciting, his question. His question was, Blanca, can you recommend me a book on the divine feminine? I was so inspired. I told my dear friends in my private Facebook group, From Wounds to Wings, and everybody was so excited about it. And somebody mentioned something about, wow, humanity is just full of compassion, love, and appreciation. You cannot imagine the love and the happiness that we felt after hearing this question. So which book could I recommend you? Oh my God, there are so many books that I love. But they are complex and books that have to be read and reread. And my favorite book on the divine feminine is the book of Women Who Run with Wolves by Clarissa Pinkola Estés. And of course, I have it in Spanish. It's a thick book. And the way it works is that she tells you stories, folk stories, fairy tales, and then she just divides it in little pieces so that you can start understanding what it means, the divine feminine. So this could be all the answer that I could give you. But I'm going to give you two clues. You can, of course, read this book. But I can tell you that the divine feminine cannot be explained with words or theories because it's precisely divine and feminine. The divine feminine is close to what you could call Mother Nature, chaos itself. Is something that the moment you try to capture it with words, it just escapes you. All ancestral cultures and mine, you know, when I was little, I would go to school, to Catholic school, and at home we came back, and I was received always with the idea of we the Aztecs. And I received so many lectures. Every afternoon was a lecture about we the Aztecs and the cosmology of the Aztecs. And this is what I want to share with you right now, that the divine feminine from the ancestral Aztec point of view, and fellow Indians and Egyptians will agree with me, is that the feminine is basically two elements, the water and the earth. While the masculine is, the divine masculine is the fire and the air. So if you see fire and air, you get war, you get fights, you get ideas, you get innovation. So what you see with these elements of creation, these are the elements of everything, how everything could exist. When they marry, when the divine feminine and the divine masculine marry, there is the storm, and then is Genesis. Then it starts everything. So I will make another video about the divine masculine because it could be interesting for men, but for women as well. The divine feminine, the divine masculine is, I understand it as energy that it presents itself in basically everything. But you have an amount that it presents in. So if you see water in a river, you also see a little bit of the mud that is beneath. So you have a little bit of the element of earth. And you can see that the water is doing like this, so you have a little bit of element of air. So nothing is totally defined and separate. It's part of the fabric of the universe. So the masculine, fire and air, the feminine, water and earth. When you look at the nature of water, you will understand the nature of the feminine. And this is something that you can meditate upon, or you can simply observe and find a metaphor. How is water? Water has many states. Has the state of being solid, the being liquid, the being steam. Water represents a lot of the emotions. When we contain that anger, when we are really passionate about something, when we are caring. Water can be raining like a tropical rain, it can be a breeze. Water can simply be something that you drink and vivifies you. That's the nature of the feminine. Water is emotions. Water goes underneath. Water goes above. Water is like everywhere. So if you start meditating on water and you start just looking at water, and you start looking at how women behave, you will see a lot of the power of the divine feminine represented in the water and in the women. Of course, men also have this feminine power. Men also have these emotions. Just they have more fire and more air. The other one is earth. And earth is about matter, grounding. It is about being fertile, is where fruits are coming, where plants are coming from. That is the beautiful representation, of course, of that is the womb. If you look at flowers and you look at the womb, they have the same shape that just opens to life. The great beauty of his thinking about the divine feminine is for centuries, we have been concentrating in the masculine. So much concentrating on that it has become toxic. It has become way too much. We worked way too hard. There's too much fire. And that's why we get burnout. That's why we get war. That's why we get financial problems. And we have been forgetting the divine feminine. We have been destroying our mountains. We have been polluting our waters. So what we need right now as humanity is to reconnect with the divine feminine. Reconnect with the importance of the trees, of the seas, of the lakes. It's not about gender diversity and inclusion. No, it is about we as humans remember this Mother Earth and honoring within ourselves, including men. And that means time for resting, time to be still, time to be emotional. Not just go, but be at peace with nature. Recover your wild nature as human. The fact that, at 9 or 10 o'clock, we should actually go to bed because it's time to sleep, not because we have light bulbs. We have to continue. We have to honor our divine feminine nature. It doesn't matter the gender you have. So I hope this starts a conversation. I hope to make more videos about the divine feminine and the divine masculine. I will be delighted to hear more questions about this. And I will share with you some of the stories of this book because it's astonishing. It's so beautiful. Yeah. I invite you. I have a Facebook group that is From Wounds to Wings, where we women talk about how we will awake this ancestral divine feminine wisdom. And why is it just for women? Because, yeah, we talk about intimate stories of women. And I have to say, also, for the men that are listening, that we love you. And that there is no intention in our heart to increase the gender war. There is a lot of love towards all the support that you give us. And I have a son. Many of us have boys as children, and we care for them. And we want them to grow with, in their heart, a marriage of their divine feminine and the divine masculine, to honor both, not to be in an internal fight of their inner powers. So, ladies, I invite you to this group. I will put the link below. And everyone, please do, if you like the video, please do like it, because, hey, we tell the algorithm that this should be, appreciated by other people. And I hope it is really of help, because I mean it. This is valuable for the future of humanity. We need to remember. We need to awaken this power of the feminine, this ancestral wisdom of the feminine. Have a wonderful day, and I see